What's up, you guys? Happy day before Thanksgiving. What y'all doing? What y'all cooking? What y'all over there cooking? My kitchen is open. I ain't cooking in it, but Pat been up. She up and cooking, honey. She making some stuffing and she made some cornbread. She got to make the macaroni and cheese. How y'all doing this morning? I told y'all that I would come. And, can y'all hear me? Let me make sure my mic is connected. My mic sound nice. Check one. Okay, the mic is connected. Okay. So let's get into this Love and Marriage Huntsville. And then we're going to come back at around 1 o'clock, maybe 1:15-ish. And we're going to talk about the sneak peek for next week's Real Housewives of Potomac. And y'all know I usually don't even do that. Where's my light? Why it looks so dark? Just give me the light and spark the drew. All right. I don't know why the light look crazy. It look kind of dark. It don't look dark to y'all? It look dark to me. Anyway. Maybe because I'm sitting at a different angle than I normally sit. I don't know. So, but y'all can see me. You baking sweet potato pie. Oh, I want a piece, Cheryl. You don't live that far from me, girl. I'm coming to get me some. Cheryl, I know where you live. I mean, I don't know your address, but I know where you live, and I know you don't live that far from me. Send me a piece. I'll come and get it. Okay. I put that on mute because I ain't want to say out loud where you live, honey. You at your mom's working remotely. Okay. Looks dark, but it's all good. Yeah, it does look a little darker, but y'all can see me, right? Y'all can see me. Hey, Don Boo, I know you cooking. Cheryl, you said, come on, you got me. Okay, don't threaten me with a good time, girl. I will come and get that sweet potato pie now. You better slide that address in my inbox. Shit. I was just down your way a few minutes ago. I was down to the Wawa. You working but cooking? Okay. You can't wait to hear your baby. We gonna get into it. Oh, we gonna get into it because I saw that sneak peek, and like I said, y'all know I normally don't do the sneak peeks because, but I got some things to say, and I know I'm not gonna be here Sunday night to do my regular review, so we're gonna get into it. Okay. Plus, I ain't working today, so we got time. You getting that second turkey done? I know that's right. So let's get into this Love and Marriage Huntsville of it all. I have some things to say. So let's start with this first scene is with Trish and Sharon. Now, Sharon, they are determined to make Sharon a friend of. I mean, I guess technically she is a friend of. She's Trish's best friend that seems to know all her business, okay? So she's talking to her about going to therapy and opening up and that whole process. And she said, look, I'm used to just being a strong person. Like, I'm not a crier. My kids don't see me cry. I'm not very emotional. But going to therapy definitely helped me realize that I need to be vulnerable and I need to open up. But what she also realized was she was harboring some resentment because she felt like her kids were building a stronger relationship with Ken than they were with her. And she was feeling some kind of way about that and sort of taking that out on Ken. Now, I don't mean no harm, but there are some people, and I know the grass is always greener and people are always like, but there are people who wish they had that. But there are some people in blended families that can't get the other person to give a damn about their kids, So here you are, you have a man that's doing above and beyond. But I also feel like Ken likes to throw stuff in people's face. Ken, you should have told me, Pat, I could have turned the camera off. You see? Yeah, Pat, yeah. She said, Pat said that wasn't her. Right, because Ken is more emotionally available. So if they can get that from Ken, that's where they're going to get it. But I respect somebody that's willing to say, look, I identify this. I'm going to get some therapy so I can work through it and be better on the other side. I respect that. I think that Ken and Trisha's storyline is boring as hell, but I can respect somebody saying, I see these things, I see the issue, and I want to work towards a better situation. I can respect it. But ultimately, y'all know I don't really care nothing about Ken and Barbie's storyline. So then we see Kimmy. Kimmy is meeting up with the ladies. They're going to make bath bombs. They're making bath bomb shit, candles, whatever the hell they were making. Which I think is cute. Y'all know I love these type of outings with my girlfriends. I love painting sips. I love candle making. I love all of those things. I think they're a good time. I think they're fun, and I think they're a good time. Ken is a person who would do something for you and then throw it back in your face. And that's what I don't like. And I agree with you. I do think that Ken would, because we've seen him do it, remind you what he did. Well, I did this for your son. I bought a car for your son. Y'all saw when the son was like, he can have his car back. Remember when the son came and bought him them keys and was like, you can have it. See, don't do something for me and then throw it in my face. I don't like it. And I try my best not to be a hypocrite. But if I do something for you, it is what it is. It is what it is, especially if you didn't ask me for it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm at the grocery store and I pick up and I know Pat like, a certain type of a chip or certain, and I just say, Pat, I bought you some ice cream sandwiches you like. Don't come back to me later on and be like, remember that time I bought you them ice cream sandwiches? Bitch, you could have had them ice cream sandwiches. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. I don't like when people do it to me, and I try my best not to be a hypocrite and do it to other people. So all the ladies were invited except for Nael. Now, here's my problem with this, Kimmy. Your reason for not inviting Nael was valid. Your reason for not inviting Nael, I 100% understand. Nael had an event going on that day. You didn't feel like she had time to do it. Because let's go behind. Let's break the fourth wall. You didn't feel like she had enough time to film with you guys and be ready for her event later on that evening. That's really what you were saying. You were like, look, she got an event tonight that she got to get ready for, and you didn't feel like she could do both. That's really what it boils down to. But I knew the minute she said it, it was going to be a problem. And there's a part of me that does feel like Kimmy used it as an excuse. Because here's my issue. And this is coming from a sensitive ass Cancer. I am a sensitive ass Cancer. I ain't going to tell y'all no lies. Pat? Yeah. See? She know. Don't give me the opportunity to say no. Now, since the pandemic, I have become a lot more introverted. I stay in this house. Pat invite me to shit all the time. And I'll be like, okay, baby, it'd be so comfortable for me to come in this house and sit down and just watch TV. And I know I got to snap out of it. But I appreciate being invited, even if I don't always want to come. Don't do that. I don't like that. And I don't like you speaking for me. I don't like you telling me, well, I knew you didn't have time. You don't know what the hell I had time to do. You don't know what the hell I had time to do. Don't tell me what I can't do, because then I'm going to feel like you really just didn't want me to come. So I knew the minute that they asked about Nael and Kimmy was like, nah, she can't come. And then Kimmy going to say, well, I didn't invite her. So then is it that she can't come or you didn't want her to come? As a Scorpio with a Cancer sister, I know how y'all get, child. And look, it's funny because my sister's a Scorpio with her evil ass. My sister's old mean Scorpio. And the funny thing is, she really not mean. She mean to other people. But my sister will give you the shirt off of her back, but she gonna cuss. If she don't know you, you gonna get it. You're gonna get a stinger. But anyway, hell, I get a stinger all the time. I told you how I cussed her ass out in Disney World and left her standing there because she was getting on my nerves. Anyway, that's another story. So I done went a long way. You seem like an extrovert. I'm an introverted extrovert. As the older I get, the more I've become an introverted extrovert. Meaning, once I'm out, I'm out. I'm having a good time. I'm the life of the party. My problem is getting out. Since the pandemic, I have just gotten so comfortable going nowhere. But once I'm out, if I can get my ass out this house, I have a good time. I am extroverted in comfortable settings. Now, I'm not extroverted. If I'm walking into a setting and I don't know anybody, I'm very quiet. I'm very to myself. But if I walk into a room and I know most of the people in the room, oh, I'm good. I'm comfortable as hell. But I don't know, y'all. I just be so comfortable not going nowhere. And people invite me to come to stuff and I be like, okay. I said I was going to do better in 2025. And I think I did better in 2025. I just want to do better in 2026. Pat, you think I did better in 2025? Of going out? Yeah. I went to your surprise birthday party. I know. I did go out a lot this year, didn't I? Yep. Now traveling, I'm always ready to pack a bag. But just hanging out in the area, hanging out in DC, doing stuff in DC, child, I done got so comfortable not doing a damn thing. Anyway, but yeah, I'm an introverted extrovert. That's what I am now. Now, if you had met me back in my 30s, shit, I was never home. Never. I told y'all back then, I used to go to work. I used to be out and I would go straight to work from wherever I was. Baby, I kept a bag in that trunk. And I don't even mean a booty bag. I just mean a bag. Because sometimes I might be playing cards. Sometimes I might have went to the club and I stayed over somebody's house. And baby, it wasn't nothing for me to go straight to work. I kept a bag in the car. But now, shit. Shit. Right, I met Cajun. When he came to DC, I met up with Cajun. I met up with like 2 or 3 subscribers that have reached out to me. Me and Trisha have gone out. We've been hanging out a little bit. Y'all know I went to the Kempire after dark. I went to T.S. Madison by myself. Both times I went to T.S. Madison, I was by myself. Kempire, Trisha went with me the second time, and the first time I was by myself. But I met Trisha and them there, but I went by myself. I went to Lonnie B's play. Pat, you want to go to Lonnie B's play? He's doing another one in March. I think the tickets are already on sale. All right. I'm going to see how much the tickets are. I'm going to try to get us the tickets. Oh, yeah. In my 30s, I was outside. Hell, that's when me and Pat met. I don't remember how old I was when I met Pat, but I'm pretty certain I was in my 30s. Yeah. Me and Pat, we've known each other for years. Child, the stories we could tell. My God. Some things ain't never going to be told. But anyway. Pat, some stories ain't never going to be told. Yeah, some of them stories going to the grave, baby. To the grave. Do I enjoy going out alone? No. I mean, I would love to go out with people, but let me tell you, see, y'all done got me off topic. I don't have a lot of patience. When I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. When I'm ready to, like, if I want to buy a ticket to something, and I'll reach out to people and be like, I want to do this, this, and this. But if they do that, well, I'm not sure. I don't know, baby. I'll buy me a ticket by myself, and I don't have no hard feelings about it because I know everybody money, everybody calendar, you know. But yeah, would I like to go with people? Yeah, I like going with people. But baby, I will go by myself. So I just asked Pat if she want to go to the Lonnie B show because I was thinking about going. So when I buy the tickets, I'll buy 2 tickets. Ain't no thing. I went to the movies alone. I've gone to the movies by myself before. If it's a movie I want to see and I can't get nobody to go, I'll go buy a ticket by myself. I sure will. Yep. I'll take myself out to eat. I do it all the time. If I leave work and I have a taste for something, I will go take myself out to dinner. And I will sit at the table and I'll watch YouTube or I sure will. Sure will. Anyway, let me get this. Okay. Excuse me. So the ladies are making their little bath bombs. And Destiny is there. And Destiny explains to them the situation where Destiny explains the situation with her and Lance's god brother and how that whole thing went down. And one thing Kimmy said that I love, Kimmy said, basically what Kimmy was saying was, would I be surprised if Destiny go out on a date with that guy? No. She said, because it seems like when it comes to Destiny, the rules change. And I thought that was interesting because I felt like Kimmy was talking about more than just this situation. Find that to be interesting. Then they talk about Miss Nael and what Nael said about Letitia. Now, Nael, they done rolled that beautiful bean footage on you. And baby, you lied. You were wrong and you lied. I don't know why you have decided you just going to be mad at Tisha. I guess you just need a storyline because you have decided that you are going to be mad at Tisha. And at the end of the day, you said what Tisha said you said. Now, y'all know I don't be defending her either. But when they asked you why you left the reunion, you said because Lance was having a baby and y'all had to get back and y'all didn't even know about it. That's what you said. Well, I don't know if you said you didn't know about it, but that's what you said. Don't try to flip it up now and act like you mad talking about Tisha need to keep my name out her fucking mouth. Why? She didn't do nothing different than anybody else did. She asked you why y'all left and you gave her an answer. Like, girl, Nael, you just want to be mad. Some people just like being mad. I feel like Nael just likes being angry and likes being mad. She absolutely called Tisha a liar. And when they rolled that beautiful bean footage, that's exactly what you said. So now you mad and you talking about she need to keep my name out her motherfucking mouth. Girl, you doing a whole lot right now. Cheryl, you say, where you be going, Cheryl? Hold on, where Cheryl say she be going? You say you go to Chili's and have, is that you that said you go to Chili's and have the margaritas? What Cheryl say she be doing? Hold on. Cheryl said, I just started getting used to going out alone. Yeah, because you're an empty nester. Yep. So, what's up, y'all? The cruise will be my first time traveling alone, but I feel like I'm good. I'm with good company. You are good with good company. As a matter of fact, I haven't bought. I need to get. I think I'm gonna get my ticket this weekend. I keep saying I'm gonna get it. I know I keep saying it, but I'm gonna get my plane ticket this weekend, y'all. I gotta get my plane ticket this weekend. And Tawanda, I'm not sure. I think you already got your ticket though. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. I don't want to get sidetracked again. And I've traveled by myself before, but usually I'm going somewhere where there's when I get to where my destination is. But I'll travel by myself. So they're having Nael and excuse me, thank you. Would I travel out of the country alone? Yeah. Sure would. They're having the Fletcher, what they call it? The Fletcher. Hold on. Let me see what they called it. I ain't write it down. Let me see what they called this thing. The Fletcher something. Anyway, it was like a game night. And excuse me. Some of you, that seasoning must be getting in my nose. I don't know. I can't smell it, but I don't know. Some got me sneezing. Fletcher activities. Instead of activities, they doing Fletcher activities. That's what it is. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me blow my nose, Cheryl. Hold on. Sorry about that. So they're having like an adult game night, which was fun. Like I'm here for a game night. I love a good game night. I think it was a good idea, right? To get everybody together now that everybody done sort of made up. Get everybody together. Let's have a little fun. And it looked like they did have fun until the very end. So they had some food and everybody sat around and ate. And they were trying to figure out who's Destiny. Is Destiny coming with Lance? Is Lance coming? Well, Lance is coming, but are him and Destiny going to ride together? But thank you, Cheryl. Thank you for ordering Black Girl Vitamins with my discount code, Pool. Thank you. And Destiny shows up with Ken's best friend. Now listen, I said this last week. Destiny, you must need this money real bad. You must need this money really, really bad. And the reason why I say that is you said, well, I'm single and I can date anybody I want to date. You're right. You can date whoever you want to date. But it's not a good look when you're dating multiple people in the same friend group. It make you look a kind of way. And it would be one thing if you were dating different people that weren't all connected. You dated Lance and then you were going to date or you're open to dating Lance's god brother. Now you're dating Ken's best friend. And I honestly felt like, why are you letting production make you look like a hoe? Let's just call a thing a thing. Let's call a thing a thing. Why are you allowing production to make you look like a hoe? I'm sorry. That's just not a good look. You have every right to date whoever you want to date. You're right. You do. But it's not a good look. And all of us would feel the same way if this was somebody in their friend group. You got to feel. I would listen. I know I keep using Pat, but that's because she's standing right here. I would pull Pat aside and say, Pat, now you know you was dating, Walter. And then you went out on a couple of dates with Walter's god brother. And now you done came to the party with Ken's best friend. And we all friends together. It don't look right. Now, Pat would have probably cussed me out, but I'd have said it. Because it don't look good. And you're filming the show, which means that they really putting you in a situation. And I don't like it for you, Destiny. Oh, Lord, maybe because she is one. Oh, my. Oh, my. Well, I mean, that's an option. I just feel like production is putting you out there a certain way, and I wouldn't allow it to happen. I just wouldn't allow it to happen. If you really, really want to date these people, do it, but don't do it on camera because it does make you look a kind of way. Now, again, you grown, but I just feel like production puts you up to this. Now, let me tell you what pissed me off. So they played, and then they did like musical chairs, but instead of chairs, they did musical spoons, right? And it ended up being Marceau and Martell, which of course was cute because Marceau and Martell just had this whole big fight that they just sort of kind of have a truce about. And Marceau sort of cheated. It was fun. Like, it was a fun game night. They looked like they were genuinely having a good time. Now, don't you slander Pat's good name. Shut up.
Thank you.
Okay, she's talking about some thank you. But with that being said, I would have received it. A real friend would tell you you're looking crazy. Martell's supposed to be her best friend, not even defending her. So that's what we're about to get to. No problem. I'm about to get off. I'm about to get off in a few minutes anyway. We almost done. Listen, catch the replay, boo. Go catch El Teddy. We good. We know we share subscribers. I don't feel no kind of way. Not Pat come say hi, we never see you. Pat been on camera before. Mm-hmm. She just was on camera a few minutes ago. She not camera ready right now. I'm cooking Thanksgiving dinner ready right now. She got on her bonnet and her pajamas, honey. But with that being said, though, what really pissed me off the most out of everything, and this was the scene where the guys were talking. And, Ken's best friend, I can't think of his name right now, but Ken's best friend asked about Destiny. And Martell was like, oh, she's a good girl. You know, she good people. She's a good girl. And he was like, that ain't what I want to hear. And Martell was like, oh, what you want to hear is that Pat, Lord, you got me saying Pat, is that Destiny, she not a good girl. Oh, you trying to find out. And they basically was insinuating thank you. They basically were insinuating, Will was basically saying, how easy is she? How hard is it going to be for me to get these draws? And the problem that I have is that not one of those men stood up for Destiny. Not one, including Martell, who claims they're such good friends. Martell didn't say, hey, man, that's my girl. Don't do that. That's my friend. Don't do that. Maurice didn't say, hey, Destiny, she part of the crew. Don't do that. Chris didn't say, wait a minute. I know Destiny a long time. Don't do that. Marceau didn't say, wait, whoa, that's my wife's friend. Now we ain't doing that, bruh. Not one of those men who have known Destiny for years at this point, even if they only met her on the show, you have known this woman for 8 years, 6, 7, 8 years. And we're on season 10. Destiny came on the show season 2. So you have known this woman for years, and not one of those men corrected him. Yeah, it pissed Lance off, but even he didn't say anything. And that, ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about misogyny and we talk about that, the culture of toxic masculinity, that is it right there. That's that locker room talk. And when people say, oh, it's just locker room talk. Oh, they're just kids. Kids grow up to be men. Those are men in their 40s and 50s. And not one of those men checked him and said, nah, bruh, that we don't talk about, we don't do that. We don't talk about women like that. Nah, bruh, she cool. I could even see if this was somebody they met off, that this was somebody he just showed up with. But y'all know her. She's supposed to be y'all's friend. And y'all let that man talk about her like that? See, that's the shit I'm talking about. When I say I need somebody that's going to defend me when I'm in rooms that I'm not in, that's the shit I'm talking about. None of those men protected Destiny. And I didn't find anything funny about it. I didn't find anything cute about it. And I get it with filming a TV show, but I don't give a fuck. That's not cool. I didn't like it at all. And for me, that was the most disturbing part of this whole episode. I really could stop my review right there because that was the most disturbing part, of this episode for me. That none of those men corrected that man. And y'all don't even know this dude. He new to the group. He's somebody that just started hanging around with y'all. And not one of y'all said, nah, bro, we don't do that. But okay, let's keep it moving. So while the men were inside having this toxic ass conversation, the women went outside because they were like, let's resolve this situation between Tisha and Nael. Now, the one thing I will agree with Tisha, and I know this happens on reality shows too. So before y'all say, well, really, this happens all the time. I get it. But for the purposes of this conversation, Tisha was right. Tisha said, look, me and Nael talked. We cleared the air. We were good. Until she turned around and had a conversation with Destiny. Now she mad all over again. And now she's still mad at me about the same shit I thought we had resolved. And you mad about something you said, Nael. You're mad about something you said out your own fucking mouth. Ken could have checked him too, but I'm just saying, out of all the people that have a relationship with Destiny. But you're right. Ken could have checked him. You're absolutely correct. But the rest of them have a relationship with Destiny. Ken don't know, as far as we know, Ken don't have no real connection to Destiny, not like the rest of those men do. So they're outside talking, and Nael does what Nael does. She starts getting loud. She's yelling. She's talking over people. She's not listening. My biggest issue with Nael is Nael doesn't fucking listen. Nael does not listen. When people are trying to talk to her, she makes up in her mind that she already mad about something and she don't care what you got to say. And then she's going to overtalk you and she's going to yell to get her point across because she's trying to shut down what you're trying to say because she don't want you to say your point because she know you're right. That is what Destiny, Lord got me saying, that's what Nael does. So when they got to talking, and Tisha was like, girl, but that's what you told us. First of all, I thought we were cool. I thought we had already worked this out. Second of all, this is what you told us. So why are you mad about something you said? And then for you to say, keep my name out your effing mouth, that's kind of aggressive. So Nael keeps yelling, and they keep telling her, Nael, stop yelling. And her thing was, y'all are yelling. I can't yell. Y'all are yelling. Girl, they were yelling to try to yell over you. You elevated your voice. First of all, you had an attitude from the beginning. You started off, you like Tisha said, this conversation started off hostile. And it did. And my thing is, if I say me and you need to talk and you got an attitude from the door, I guess it ain't nothing left for us to say. You got an attitude. I ain't about to sit here and fight with you in this attitude. I'm just not doing it. You have an attitude. I don't have the energy for you and your fucking attitude. You know what I'm saying? So she had an attitude from the beginning, so they really couldn't even get nothing done because they got this daggone attitude going. Then she's yelling, and they're trying to tell her to stop yelling. So then her and Kimmy go at it, and Kimmy said, baby, look, I will throw you in this goddamn pool. You need to calm the fuck down. So, of course, once Kimmy said that, then Nael stood up, Kimmy stood up, and they had to separate the two. Now, I don't know if y'all heard what I heard. I tell y'all all the time, them Baltimore people different. And Kimmy is from Baltimore. And I don't know if y'all heard what I heard, but when her and Nael got to arguing, did y'all hear Kimmy's Baltimore accent come out? Let me tell y'all something. When you are arguing with anybody, this is not just Baltimore people, this is anybody. When you are arguing with anybody, when their native accent starts coming out, leave them the fuck alone. When Kimmy said two, I said, oh shit, there go Baltimore. Baby, that Baltimore is coming out. Leave her alone. Let it go. Because, baby, when that native accent starts coming, we ain't hardly ever heard Kimmy's accent. In all these years, I don't think I done caught Kimmy in her Baltimore accent. But, baby, I heard it in that argument. I said, ooh, y'all better leave Kimmy alone. Get Kimmy out of there. Because that Baltimore is coming out. If you arguing with somebody from the South and that accent get a little thicker, leave them alone. If you argue with somebody from New York and that accent get a little thicker, leave them alone. I'm telling you, just let it go. Walk away. And when I heard that Baltimore come out, I said, Nael, leave that girl alone. Nael, if you don't leave that woman alone, because she meant that thing. She was going to put Nael ass in that pool. She meant that. She meant that. Now, Nael said you was coming with me. That might be true, too. Y'all might have ended up in there together. But you was going in that pool, ma'am. Yes, you were. Oh, yes, you were. Oh, yes, you were. Now, Kimmy explained that that's a trigger for her, yelling. She said because she grew up with her father being abusive, it was verbal and it was physical. She said, and once her mother finally divorced her father, she became her mother's protector. And she said she has never been okay with the yelling. She said she just doesn't do it, and it's a trigger. So she said when Nael was in her face yelling, and she kept telling Nael, bring it down. Because if y'all remember the last time that Kimmy and Nael got into it, it's because Nael started yelling at Kimmy. Remember when they were, what was that, Turks and Caicos they went to a couple of years ago with Mel, took them on that trip, and they got to arguing outside? It's because Nael started yelling at Kimmy. Y'all remember? So I can believe that's a trigger for her. And she eventually apologized. She said, look, I shouldn't have threatened you, but that is a trigger for me. And when you get to yelling, I can't handle that. I can't handle that. And Nael still can't accept it. Like, she accepted Kimmy's apology, but she's still she's still in her confessional talking about they can yell at me, but I can't yell at them. Girl, do you not hear yourself? Do you not hear yourself? Everybody is telling you that you're the one that even Tisha was like, no, Nael, you were yelling. Like, even Tisha had, Tisha, the bodybuilder. Even she had to say it. No, girl, you did that. Cammy said, I don't think Nael started it this time. This is what I'm going to say. Watching it from the edit we got, it doesn't seem like Nael was yelling. However, comma, the way I know they edit this show, and if everybody is saying that she's yelling, I felt like she must have been yelling. But I agree with you. From the edit we saw, I did not see that elevation. But if everybody is saying it, I gotta kind of feel like she was yelling. But I agree with you. I agree with you. 100%. I agree with you saying. Nael yells in normal conversation. Yeah, she does. And that's like me. I'm a yeller. I talk loud as fuck. You could be sitting right in front of me and I don't hear it. My sister's the same way. She talks loud. So when the two of us get together, my father says that when we're in the house together, the noise level in the house goes up 10 octaves because both of us talk loud and both of us, we yell. And I think it might be like that with Nael. I think Nael's voice gets elevated and I don't think she hears it. And you add that to the fact that she got an attitude, it comes off aggressive. Me talking loud when I'm just having a conversation, it doesn't come off aggressive until you add an attitude to it. When you put an attitude on it, now it comes off as aggressive. But if I'm just sitting here having a conversation with somebody and I'm loud, they don't take it as me being rude. But if I got an attitude, well, now that puts another different. That's different. That puts a different spin on it. You see what I'm saying? So Kimmy apologizes and her and Nael make good. Baby Tisha said, I ain't apologizing to Nael for shit. Now, let's be clear. Ain't nobody ask you for an apology, Tisha. But I don't disagree. I don't think you owe Nael an apology because I don't feel like you lied on Nael and I don't feel like you did anything to Nael. But here's what, but in the previews for next week, here's what pissed me off. Why in the previews for next week, Nael is talking to Chris about what happened, and she's still talking about Kimmy yelling at her and Kimmy threatening to throw her in the pool. See, that's the shit I don't like. Kimmy apologized. She said that she was wrong in saying it to you, and she explained why it was a trigger for her. She apologized. Y'all hugged it out. Why are we still talking about this shit next week? And that's what Tisha was saying. Tisha will say, look, me and her will talk. We'll squash it. And next thing I know, she mad all over again for the same shit that we done already talked about. That's a perfect example. Kimmy apologized. You accepted Kimmy's apology. Y'all hugged it out. Next week's episode, you mad all over again talking to Chris. You mad all over again. What more do you want from somebody? When somebody apologizes, it ain't shit else to say. Anyway. That's what it is, Lawrence Blair. They ain't got shit else to talk about. Anyway, y'all, that's the review. We're going to head on over to El Teddy's house. I'm going to go live. I'm going to push my live back. I think I have it scheduled for 1. I think I'm going to push it back to about 1:15, 1:20. But we're going to talk about Stacy. All right? I'll catch y'all on the other side. Mwah. Peace.